is Radio Romania International. You are listening to our one-hour broadcast in English for listeners in Western Europe and Africa. We can also be heard on the internet at www.ri.ro, Channel 1. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter and other social media platforms. Our programs are also available on TuneIn, Radio Romania International 1, and in Europe via satellite Eutelsat 16A on 11,512 MHz, vertical polarization, azimuth 16 degrees east. We wish you good reception conditions.
Welcome, I'm Mihaela Ignatescu with the news, the headlines. Romanian Prime Minister Marcel Ciolacu has asked for the replacement of heads of welfare services in 7 counties and the capital Bucharest because of some serious issues in the management of welfare centers. Romania's army is undergoing the most ambitious modernization in its history, according to the Romanian Defense Minister Angel Tâlvăr. And the famous American actor John Malkovich will perform on the stage of the National Theatre in Timișoara, which this year is a European capital of culture. The Romanian Prime Minister Marcel Ciolacu has asked the new Minister of Labour, Simona Bucurau-Prescu, to replace the leadership of the welfare departments in 7 counties and Bucharest, as well as the suspension of the head of the Labour Inspectorate. The Romanian Prime Minister stated that following the controls carried out at national level, serious problems were identified in the activity of some welfare centres in the respective counties. We remind you that the new Romanian Ministers of Labour and Family, Simona Bucurau-Prescu and Natalio Intotero, were sworn in on Wednesday. They replaced Marius Budai and Gabriela Firea, who resigned amid the scandal related to the irregularities found in the nursing homes for the elderly. More on this after the news. The Romanian Minister of Defense, Angel Tâlvăr, said today on the occasion of the Romanian Aviation and Air Force Day that Ukraine's dramatic experience shows that defense starts at home. That's why the Romanian army is carrying out the most ambitious modernization program in its history. Angel Tâlvăr also said that the Romanian Air Force is going through one of the most magnificent periods in its history. Fighter and transport planes, military helicopters and civilian aircraft have flown over the capital today. Romanian Aviation and Air Force Day is celebrated every year on July 20th, when the Holy Prophet Elijah, the spiritual protector of pilots, is celebrated. Currently, the Romanian detachment Carpathian Vipers, consisting of 4 F-16 aircraft, is deployed in Lithuania, carrying out an enhanced air policing mission in the Baltic states. The Romanian Minister of Internal Affairs, Cătălin Predoiu, had a meeting with Ylva Johansson, the European Commissioner for Internal Affairs, in the context of the informal meeting of the Justice and Home Affairs Council in Logroño, Spain, organized by the Spanish Presidency of the EU Council. The projects carried out jointly by the Romanian Interior Ministry and the European Commission regarding border protection were analyzed, as well as the Ministry's actions regarding border protection and combating illegal migration. According to a Ministry press release, Minister Predescu has stressed that the efficient management of migration, the fight against illegal migration and the control at the external borders of the EU are priorities of his mandate. The European Commissioner mentioned the very good results obtained following the implementation of the pilot project managed by Romania together with the European Commission, and expressed again the Commission's support for the accession to the Schengen area and obtaining a favourable decision this year. The Bucharest government has gathered today to discuss, among other things, a draft ordinance aimed at creating the appropriate legal framework for the marketing of all tobacco products. At the same time, a bill will be analyzed to complete the ordinance regarding some measures necessary for the implementation of the European Air Fund, intended for the most disadvantaged people, the settlement of some expenses related to the support of refugees from Ukraine, as well as the granting of grants from non-reimbursable external funds for investments in SME engineering. Also, some measures will be discussed to provide support to the categories of vulnerable people for compensating the energy price, partially supported by non-reimbursable external funds. The executive's agenda also includes a draft decision for the payment of Romania's annual financial contribution to the budget of the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, following the acquisition of the status of an associated member state with the Anti-Bribery Working Group. Today and tomorrow, the famous American actor John Malkovich will take the stage of the National Theatre in Timișoara, Western Romania, the European Capital of Culture in 2023. He will perform a part in the play Infernal Comedy, which was performed in countries on 3 continents. It is a show that its author, Michael Sturminger, who also signs the artistic direction, wrote especially for the famous actor, building a dialogue between spoken and sung language. A double Oscar, Golden Globe and BAFTA nominee, John Malkovich has starred in numerous films with worldwide impact. Also today, the famous Electric Castle Music Festival begins at the Banfi Castle in Bonțida in Cluj County in the northwest. This year's edition will be bigger than last year, the organizers said. Among others, the Chemical Brothers, Iggy Pop, Macklemore, Sigur Rós, Tash Sultana, Peggy Crew, Reds, George Ezra or Jamie XX will take the stage. And that was the news from Bucharest, Radio Romania International.